Once again, I welcome you to my online class. I am Mohammad Ataul Islam Manik, lecturer, Department of English, Milestone College, Uttara Dhaka. I hope you are fine in this pandemic situation. I am also fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today, once again, I am here to keep you engaged in studies because you are passing your valuable time ideally sitting at home. But we want you to engage in studies because as you are passing your time, you should not waste it. You should use your time properly. So we sometime try to keep you engaged in studies, and that's why today I will talk with you about a very important topic, and it is CV because it was not before in your previous class, and that's why you have to be very careful as it is a new topic. You have to be watchful. If you watch it very carefully, surely you will learn something new. So dear student, and in this CV you will have 8 marks in your examination. So to get good marks you have to watch it carefully. And one more thing, I want you to encourage. The thing is that if you learn one CV, you will be able to write down all kinds of CV. So that means if you learn one, you will get all. So this is very interesting, learning one, getting all. So let's start. And today my topic is writing CV with cover letter. So let me start with cover letter. So before writing cover letter, we have to remember some important point. What should we use in our cover letter? What shouldn't? So in our cover letter, we should use some important points. The thing is that cover letter is a single page letter. That means we have to write the cover letter in a single page. It is like an application with formal language. That means a cover letter is like an application, and we have to use formal language in this cover letter. So it is a single page letter, and it is like application, and we have to use formal language in a cover letter. So number 2, it is a document we send with CV. That means we send cover letter with the CV. We cannot send cover letter alone. We have to send it with CV. That means with our personal informations, and it should be precise. That means we should not unnecessary elaborate this cover letter, because we have to write it in one page. That's why we have to write it precisely. So we should avoid unnecessary words. That means in writing cover letter, we cannot use unnecessary words. We have to use the important words, and it should have 3 paragraphs. That means just like an application, it should have 3 paragraphs, and we have to maintain these rules. And we should never include irrelevant information. Irrelevant, that means which post we are going to apply, and we have to use the relevant information with this job. That means we have to use the important points which are related to the jobs, and we cannot use some unnecessary words, because it is just like a mirror. By reading you or by seeing your cover letter, an employee will understand that you are capable or you are skilled. That's why before writing cover letter, we have to remember some important points, and these are the important points. If you follow these important points before writing cover letter, your cover letter will definitely be nice one. Now let's learn what we should remember before writing CV or curriculum letter. We have learned what should use in our cover letter. Now we will learn what should we use in our CV or curriculum letter. A CV should be neat, simple and accurate. That means the language of CV should be very simple and should be very accurate, and we should not have any mistakes in our CV, because if we have any mistake, the employees will misunderstand the applicants. So the CV should be simple and should be very accurate. There should be no mistakes. Now it should be concise, complete and up to date. That means our CV must be up to date, because without up to date information, they will fail to understand you properly. So, and with current employment, what should we have to be up to date? Current employment, that means at present where we are working, and education information. That means our CV we have to be very up to date with current employment and current educational information, and we have to provide the latest informations. And a CV must include applicant's name, address, education, experience, relevant skills, and personal data. That's mean in our CV we must have personal information, that is personal name, address, education, experience, relevant skill. That means in which post you are going to apply, and according to this post you have to use the relevant information, and if you have any skills, relevant skill, you have to add this information as well, and you have to use of course your personal data. And if you use all this thing in your CV, a CV must be very nice one. Now we will learn what a sample cover letter like. A cover letter should be like this, and we have to follow this structure. And I said before that a cover letter like an application, so the cover letter should be like this. Have a look. So first of all we will mention the date and the principal, and here we have to change. If it is in a bank, we have to use the manager, the director, like this. So, and the institution name, if it is bank, we have to use the name of a bank, and now its address. So remember this thing, we have to change this portion. If it is in a bank or it is in an organization, we have to use it's a manager or it's a director, like this. So it's an institution name. If it is bank, we have to mention the bank name, and then address, then subject. This is important thing. Application for the post of a lecturer. If it is lecturer, then we have to use lecturer. If it is for the post of a bank officer, for the post of a computer operator, like this. That means we have to change this portion. We have to follow the advertisement. So just we will change this part. Now this is a body part, and this is very important. It is called body part. That means in response to your advertisement published in the Daily Star on 6 September 2020, I would like to apply for the post of a lecturer in your well-known institution. So here we just change the post name. If it is account officer, we will mention account officer, and then we will use the same pattern. Just we will change the post name. My particulars are given in my CV attached here. That means my CV will be given hereafter, and in my CV the employee will see everything about myself. So dear student, the thing is that we will just follow this pattern, and we just will change the post name here and here, and then we will change this part as well. If it is in an organization, we have to mention that the manager or director, and it will be written. It will remain written in the CV or in advertisement. So we have to just change this part and the institution name and the post name, and the others will remain same. As I mentioned earlier, that if we learn one CV, we will be able to write any kind of CV or any kind of cover letter. That means just following this pattern, we will be able to write down any kind of CV. Just we will change the post name and the this part. So and the last part. Thank you for your attention to these materials. I look forward to the opportunity to interview with you soon. That means we need not to change this part. This part will remain same. And yours sincerely, Rana Ahmed. That means this is the sample cover letter, and if you learn this cover letter properly, I think you will have no problem writing cover letter. So just try to learn this thing, and surely you will be able to write any kind of cover letter, and you will get good marks, inshallah. Now we will learn curriculum vitae and how to write a curriculum vitae. A complete CV or curriculum vitae will definitely represent an applicant. So this is very important, because by reading or by seeing this information, an employee will decide what to do. That's why before writing this thing, we have to be very careful, and we should be very accurate. We should not make any kind of mistake, because if we have any mistake, the employees will misunderstand the applicant. So we have to be very accurate. Now let's learn what should we use in our curriculum vitae. So dear student, first of all we will write down curriculum vitae of, we have to mention the name and then address, present address. We have to use the present address, and mobile number, of course we have to write down the mobile number, because using this phone number the employees will contact with you. That's why we have to use this information. And then we have to use the personal details. That means the applicant's personal details we have to write down here. First of all, father's name, because you have written your name here. That's why you have to start your father's name first and then mother's name. You just write down father's name, mother's name. This portion will remain same. So we have to be very careful, because if we learn this sample curriculum vitae, we will be able to write down any kind of CV. So this is very important, and it will help you in your practical life as well. Not only in your academic career, in our practical life we will also be able to use this format. This is very important. So first of all, father's name, mother's name, then date of birth, important matter. So you just mention here your date of birth, permanent address, present address. Here this is the same thing, present address you mention here, so here will be the same address. And education, this is very important part. This is very important part, education part. So what is this? This is, you have to mention the degree. That means what education you have acquired. We have to mention it the highest one first. This is MA. That means you have completed MA. Then BA honors, HSC, SSC. So you have to mention the institute name or board name, group or subject, passing year and result. This is very important thing. And I want you to clear one thing. This part, have a look, degree part. You have to just change this part. You need not change this part. You just follow this part, and you have to just change this portion according to the post. If you apply for the post of a lecturer, then you can mention this BO, MA, BO honors like this, SSC, HSC. And if you apply for the post of a bank related post, that means if you apply for any kind of bank related post, you can use this portion as well. And you can change as well like this. If it is bank related post, you can use MBA, BBA, MBA, BBA, and this portion you may change. And if it is any computer science related or computer related or engineering related any post, you can mention here MSc, BSc. Have a look. If it is only general, that means in teaching related post, you can use MA, BA honors. If it is bank related or marketing related post, you can use MBA, BBA, or you can use MA, BA. And if it is any engineering related or computer science related post, you can use MSc, BSc. So you just change this portion and others will remain same. So what we have to follow in your writing, we have to follow this part: father's name, mother's name, date of birth, permanent address, present address, and the most important part, education, because this part will be focused by the employees, and that's why you have to use this part very carefully. So dear students, now we will learn, we will have language skill. Language skills means what language you are experting. You may use expert in or fluent in speaking English or writing Bangla and English both. And interest, that means what do you do in your leisure time? That means your pastime activities. You can say I love watching movies, I love traveling, or you can say I love reading books. This kind, what you like, you can mention here. And if you have any extracurricular activities, like you can sing a song nicely, you can play cricket nicely, you can draw any kind of things. That means art or paintings. You can paint nicely. So you can mention here your interest or your what should I say, your loving thing. That means your hobbies, or you can mention here. So, and at last you have to use reference. Reference means a person whom you know, but he or she is not related is not your blood relation. There is no blood relation. Reference means a person, he or she knows you very well, but you don't have any blood relation with him or her. So basically we use the university's professor's name in reference. Here I given you example. Professor Jahana Begum, Dhaka University Department of English, and you have to mention her mobile number as well. So this is the format. First of all, the student, I want you to remember once again, the thing is that first of all you have to write a nice cover letter, and it is like a formal application, and you have to use formal language, because cover letter remain at the first page, and the employees will read out your cover letter very carefully. That's why you have to write your cover letter nicely, and then after cover letter you have to use this format to write down your CV. This is your all personal information, and that's why you have to write down it very nicely and carefully and accurately, because if you make mistake in writing this kind of thing, the employees will then definitely make a mistake, so they will misjudge you. That's why, so you follow this style, and I hope if you can remember this style, the style of cover letter and the style of curriculum vitae, you will surely be able to write down any kind of curriculum vitae. Just I mentioned, you have to change which part you have to change, and which part will remain same. I mentioned earlier. So just I hope you will follow this, and you will cut a good figure in your examination. Hope for the best, and till then, Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.